Hello everybody, this is Sam from the Spawn Room. This video is part of the eSports FAQ that I'm just putting together. How can I support eSports? Esports is this episode. Okay, so the first one is very obvious, and that is to donate. Buy a sub, buy merchandise, or find any other means to directly give money. Money is the great motivator whether you want to admit it or not. People have to eat, and if they can stream or make YouTube content and get paid enough to do it full time, or enough money that it incentivizes them because they make a significant amount, that's awesome. And it will be one of the greatest ways to just show your support. They will rarely are going to come across someone who just is like looking to scam you or take your donations, do a couple videos and bail or something like that. People who are content producers or streaming a lot or playing their games a lot, they're doing that because they love it. They're going to do it regardless of whether you pay them. But if you do pay them, they're probably going to do it more often. So direct incentivizing through money is probably the greatest way to do it. However, if you are poor, it seems like a lot of gamers are younger, they don't have a lot of money, they're in college, they have like no disposable income. Totally understandable. Next best thing you can do is to disable ad block and watch ads. It helps a lot more than you might think. You might think that they probably just get like 5 cents if I watch this ad. It's probably like way more than that. So if you can, if it's someone that you're like, hey, they deserve some money for this, but I can't pay them, I'll watch an ad for them. It'll help a lot more than you think. And it helps, yeah, it's another way to like directly incentivize content producers and streamers. The next best thing, if you have a deathly fear of ads, you don't want to go through the trouble of disabling your ad block, even though it's pretty easy. The next best thing, especially for smaller people who don't have that many followers or they don't really make money off of ads or something like that, the next best thing is like a different type of currency, and that's follows, subs, likes, all that sort of stuff. Before you're making money doing something, money becomes like the basis for which you'll eventually determine how popular and successful you are. Before that, it's just the social numbers. The more followers, subs, and everything, that is like a huge motivator. If you're like, holy cow, people are really following me, people are really subbing, you don't want to lose that. It becomes this thing that you're attached to. So if you like someone, definitely follow, sub, like. Go out of your way to do it. I've done that in the past where I'm like, I'd have to log into Twitter, and I'm like, what? That takes like 5 seconds. So I log into Twitter and I follow that person directly because I know that when they see that in their email or they check their numbers later or something, they're going to be like, nice, I got some more followers. Wow, I should really look into this. It catches their attention and they start streaming more, uploading content more, etc. Next thing, get in the habit of checking your favorite people every day if you can. If you're like, hey, this guy uploads regularly, I really like him, or he streams a lot or something like that, try and tune in as often as possible. It helps if you can open Twitch and even just sit in a Twitch channel and even have it muted and you just kind of glance over every once in a while, see what's going on or something like that. It helps having those stream numbers. It helps. So try that as well. And the last thing is to just tweet positive feedback. I feel like you'd be surprised at how like someone who you're like, oh, they got a lot of followers, they might not actually get that much like positive feedback. People like, a lot of times people just want to post if they're pissed or they want to troll. Or they're offering constructive criticism or something like that. A lot of times it just helps to get like something like, hey man, I appreciate what you're doing. And it seems really corny. Like I've done that before where I've written tweets to people and you're like, should I even send this? This just sounds like I'm baiting a compliment or some weird, like it just seems weird. But you'd be surprised how awesome it is on the other side when you just open up your email in the morning. Like I have uploaded a fair amount of videos, and a lot of the emails I get in the morning, like the people who leave content or comments are trolls and like ragers and stuff or haters. So like you wake up in the morning, you're like, okay. I should go die. I'm like a terrible person. Why did you upload this video? You know, like you get stuff like that and it's a downer. You learn to ignore it, and after a while it just, you don't even care. But when you come across that one guy who's like, hey man, awesome video, or someone tweets at you and says, hey, I like your stuff or whatever, you're like, oh, that's why I do this. This is like, that's why I upload videos. That's why I stream. That's why I do stuff. It's because someone out there likes it. And the majority of people probably appreciate your content. They just don't feel compelled to tweet or something. So if you can be that one guy who does the positive feedback, you are awesome. And it helps a lot. It motivates people. So that is some few ways that you can help support esports grow. It pretty much applies to anything in general too. But thanks for listening as always. And I am going to make one last video, I think here. Is competitive gaming considered a sport? Just a little insight in there. And then, oh, and I think I'll attach, should professional players be able to make a living off esports? Because that was a question floating around for a while. I don't think people are asking it very much anymore, but it'll probably be a question people ask in the future as esports continues to grow in mainstream media. So, thanks for listening. See you next time. Consider subbing, all that sort of stuff. Peace.